Hello you. Today I'm starting at the highest point on Sheppey, here at the churchyard, and I'm going to do a slightly different route from yesterday. I'm going to head off down towards East Church, perhaps down to the south side of Sheppey, and then along and back up, probably through Queenborough again. We'll see how it goes. I haven't been up this way for even longer than 25 years. It must be like 35, and it's amazing what you can find in your back garden, isn't it, when you just take the time to have a little walk about. I walked down the end of Oak Lane, and it's like going back in time. No overdevelopment, big houses up on nice plots of land, and then we come out up the top to a field. Nice little footpath along the coast, along the edge of the cliff. Here you can see that the cliff drops off down there, but there are trees. Makes it look like it's not so bad. And out there we can see some Martello towers and some power windmills. So I'll keep on going, see where it takes me. I tried following a few footpaths that have taken me down a few dead ends, but there were some good views at the end of them. They take you into the holiday park that you can just about sort of see over there, and then there's a view across the Thames estuary, across to Essex there, the other side. At the moment I'm walking along a bridle path that seems to have been put in place because of another development area called Kingsborough Manor. So this one runs along the back of there. Sounds like there's a peacock in the distance. Someone's got a peacock. We'll see where this bridle path takes us, but it seems quite nice. Trouble is, there's absolutely no signage. You don't know where you're going. Seems that the farmers don't want to leave the footpath signs up because it means people go across their land. I think it just means that I wander around all over the place aimlessly, more across their land. Anyway, I can see where I want to go. Just got to see how to get there. finally got down to East Church, the home of British aviation. Apparently the Wright brothers came here and did a flight across the channel from somewhere here. There is an airfield just over here to my right, just behind me there. I don't think that's where the Wright brothers flew from. I think that was actually a place down in the other side of Laysdown or Sheerness. Anyway, what East Church is also known in the area for is for prisons. East Church has 3 prisons. One sort of maximum security prison and one medium security prison and an open prison. I've got a little bit of pain in my left leg today. I don't know if it's my knee or just the muscles of my calf, which is actually what it feels like. I'm hoping that's the case. My knee's still actually quite flexible and isn't hurting me at all. Right now I'm walking through the middle of the prisons. It's a no-fly zone for drones here, and you can see that there are the 3 prisons sort of highlighted there, one straight ahead, one off to the right, one off to the left. I think the footpath that I want to get on is straight ahead. But I'm just going to check the map. It's actually amazing what stuff's down here. I never realised that there was all these places. You know, it's only a couple of miles from my house. I think we're going past the maximum security prison now. I don't know what gives it away. It's quite a lump of concrete around it. Again, there was a big fence blocking the footpath, but eventually I found it. I had to use Google Maps to sort of get an aerial view of where I was, where I needed to go. There's a cattle grid. But now it's just all so open. I'm just going to sort of make my own way to where I'm going to go now. So where I want to get to is over to the bridge that's right over in the distance. So if I can zoom in, there's the bridge over there, and I'm just going to sort of head down that way. I don't know if it's the way I should go, but it's the way I'm going. made it down to Elmley Marshes now, finally, found the footpath. I asked an RSPB guy the way, and he kindly showed me that, pointed it out. They're really poorly signposted, the footpaths. And Elmley Marsh here is a nature reserve for the RSPB, the Royal Society for the Protection of Birds, and he told me that they've had a really good breeding season this year, probably the best for at least 10 years, and it's just starting to quieten down now, which is good news for the birds. And this area is really swampy, or marshland, and people from Sheppey often get called swampies, hence my name, Swampy Hiker. And there you go, that's where it comes from. Perhaps they're a bit annoyed that I've come over there to look at them. I'll leave them alone. Background, that's Minster, but before I get there I've got to get over to the bridge over there and then walk back home. So far I think I've done about 9 miles, and these nice open fields, but they are definitely swampy, and this is definitely a swampy hike. This over here. Looks like the cows come there to drink. And there's buttercups and I don't know what that plant's called. I'm going to call it pond daisies. You can definitely hear all the wildlife here. There's lots of shell ducks and other sort of waterfowl. And there's these little, I think they're plovers, and they're very annoyed that I'm about. They must have nests somewhere nearby. and they're sort of looking at me as if to say, "What are you doing coming near my nest?" I can see some swans off in the distance and some cows, so I really have no idea if I'm on the right track. Still, I'm going to head off that way and try and get onto the bank that goes right the way around the edge. Hopefully I can get over there. It's definitely not my fault that the signage is awful. The cows in the distance there seem to have seen me and are starting to head over. So I'm going to get moving a little bit quicker. Try and get around those cows. Can't see any bulls there, but they are big. Big old cows. My battery's getting low, so I'm not going to do a lot more videoing today. Hopefully I'm heading out of the Elmley Marshes now. I was just looking through a viewing screen there behind me at the swale with all the birds there. There's all sorts of birds, which is exactly what it's supposed to be here. Anyway, if I don't get a chance, I'll see you next time.